What is up, guys? So tonight I'm gonna do some more Thieves Guild missions. It is still super hot here. It's like 100 degrees at work, so I am gonna leave the door open again. Okay, so I am looking for Nats Theron and works. I think I just checked the storage. I think I went in here, murdered everything. I double check that other hallway because it does look like there's a place I can go down over there. Only because this is the canal works, and I checked the canal works on the other side. If not, we will use our friend Google to see what needs to be seen. Oh, did I walk all the way in here and then stop? Okay. I just wanted to double check real quick. I was pretty sure that was the last place I checked, but... good to double check it. Wait. No, not heal companion. Damn it. Because this is the Underworks. St. Dylan Canal Works, South 2. St. Dylan Canal Works. What was this person's name? Nats Theron. Oh.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Looks like I'm going to cheat. Vivek's one of those places that I have literally just stopped on missions before because it's confusing. I love the structures. I love the way it is. I think they should have kept doing like complex structures like that, but just when you're able to see the marker, it's a little easier. So it's Ned's. In fact, let me take the Vivek out of there. South end of St. Dylan, Canton, and Vivek. Yeah, that's where I was at. Okay. Well, thanks. Let me see if there's a map that shows where it's at. South 2? Where the hell is South 2? Hey, what's up, Polar? Zaku's. Love me some Zaku's. Okay, so that's the Canal Works I came from. I guess I could check the other Canal Works. Maybe somehow I missed it because I was tired. Wait, no.
What words do you have for me, citizen?
No, this is where I just was. Hold on. Oh, I'm doing okay. Just chillaxing. It's been so hot lately. Just been working and hanging out with my girlfriend and playing Morrowind. Just doing the Thieves Guild missions. Level 37 and I'm still don't know if I'm strong enough to do all the side missions. So there's nothing in the hold on, there's got to be. Let me go outside and see. Maybe there's another separate Canal Works. But the way Vivek works, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, so there's a guy named Nads Theron. So he lives in the Canal Works. Apparently he has a house, but I can't find his house here. And this is the Waste Works. So this is the Canal Works is down below this. I think this is just shops. Abby, last worker. And then let me check over here. St. Kenton's are apartments. So it's not in the Canal Works? Well, it says Canal Works. That's the only confusing thing. I mean, it's probably right. It's probably the lower section. It's probably not even this section. There's probably... Let's check the plaza. Last work. Trader. My name is Caius Olenius, sorry. You see, I've been made invisible. Yes, the wizard. Oh shit, I forgot about this guy. The wizard Fayan cursed me with invisibility. You can't imagine what it's like living with this thing. No one will talk to me. Everyone thinks I'm a ghost of some sort. Can't take this any longer. I'm afraid to go talk to the wizard, and my father, the trader, thinks I'm a fool. Please, will you help me? I can't tell you how afraid this is. People keep walking into me, knocking me down. No one can talk to me. It's awful.
Greetings.
Do you want something from me?
Tab might be outside. Okay. It probably is outside. Potter's Hall. I don't think it's in the Potter's Hall. Okay, let me see. So it's not the Wasteworks. Let me get a drink too. Oh, South 1. So it's in South 2. So it is a separate section. What the fuck? Oh, he's not here. He's in South 2. Mechana Works. South 2. Oh, so South 2 on the bottom. Okay, I see. Goddamn Vivek. Here we go. There's a key. A note. Nothing on it. Might as well take his gold. He's dead. Yeah, like a room address. As confusing as Vivek is, I loved it. Yeah, I was actually just saying that before you jumped in, which is funny. I was saying I love the design of Vivek. I actually think Vivek would make more sense like in a modern system. Like if you had Skyrim's like quest system, Vivek would be perfect because you'd be able to find everything everywhere. I know, I probably shouldn't sleep on a dead guy's bed. I'm breaking the immersion of everything, but I needed to up my magicka. So hold on. Now that I know he's dead, I guess I'll just go back, right? Whoa, 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 what the fuck? What was that? That did not lead me to the right place. That was crazy. The closest thing Freedom RPG has to a hive city. Yeah. Pretty much. I always thought it was interesting because, like, you go through it and you're like, oh, it's not that big. And then you realize, like, oh, there's all kinds of levels and subsections and sewers and shops. And...
Stay as long as you like. It would be a privilege to talk with you.
Yes, this is the right key. This buys us some time in the war with the Kamantong. Keep an eye on Avarma. I believe she may be working for the Kamantong herself, and there's a little something for you. Nice. Fighters Guild is betraying the Empire for Kamantong gold. Perseus Mercius, the old guildmaster in Aldrune, might be willing to help us fight. He's a steward of the Guild of Fighters in Aldrune. He used to be the master of the Fighters Guild before the Kamantong got involved. I believe he'll help us fight. Go speak with him and listen to what he has to say. Report back to me with any information. Okay, and that was Perseus. Then Aldrune. Is he gonna say where he is in Aldrune? I'm only checking because
It is a pleasure.
Stay as long as you like.
I remember that one lady was like, "Here, I'll mark it on your map."
I'm listening. Please, go ahead.
Yes, it's pretty huge. Felt even huger the time it came out. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, this is a game I can always go back to, just because this was one of my very first, like, first-person open-world games. I think it was my first. But it was definitely a game that
Go on about your business.
I didn't have very many games on the original Xbox, but with this game, I felt like I had the best console. People would be like, I have this game and this game and this game. I'm like, I have Morrowind. They'd be like, what? Mostly because people don't remember at the time, like, having a computer that could run this, like, was like a bit mind-blowing. Oh, you put mind blowing at the same time. That is crazy. It's a plate of shrimp, man. Yeah, no, I remember a friend of mine had a job in high school. He was like one of the few people who had like a good job. Like he would go to school and then he would work. And he got like a computer. We were all just like, he's like, I got Morrowind on it. And like, I saw it. And it wasn't even at full graphics, but I saw it and I was just like, oh,
Why walk
I think
when
we
you can
sat there
run?
for a couple hours just playing it. Like, hold the rune. Hold on, I'm seeing if I need to drop anything off. I'm not carrying that much. Yeah, to me, and it's probably because I got into the series with Morrowind, but Morrowind will always be my favorite. Like, I'm sure the new one will be fun, and I love Skyrim too. I always forget because everyone jokes about Skyrim so much, but every time I pop it in after, you know, like
Please, by all means.
a year
I'm
of not
listening.
playing it, like it's still really good. I know this game gets a lot of shit for being broken and jank, but it's still great. Yeah, this game is, to me, this game is in my top 5 games of all time, and I don't see another game easily taking its place. I mean, there's definitely going to be stuff in the future that's going to be mind blowing, but
Tidings, citizen.
there's so much to this game that they're still leaning on. Help us fight. So you work for the Thieves Guild too? I'll tell you what I know. Horundi and Sage's Moria used to be my second in command. He's a good man, and he might be persuaded to join our cause. I hesitate to suggest this, but I trust you. Horundi has a lover, a Dwemer. From what I hear, if you find her, you can convince Horundi to join your cause. Sage's Moria, okay. Eldest Fire Eye is a good fighter, but there's always been something dark about her. I found out just recently what that was. She's a worshiper of Clavis Vile. Oh, I don't know how I can use this information. I'm sure she can't be blackmailed. The new master of the Fighters Guild is Schwaring Hardheart. He owes too much to the Comanton Gold to back out now. There's no way you can convince him. You'll have to kill him. Okay, so so I guess I'm just carrying the information, right? So I could just recall. God, I love mark and recall. And you know, there is the fast travel in the later games is awesome, but mark and recall is even better because you could do it inside of buildings. So I actually like the strategy and also the convenience of mark recall. I just and it doesn't break the immersion as much because you're having to cast a spell.
It is a pleasure.
I like what I
Do
see.
you require my services?
Well, it sounds like Perseus came through after all. I can already think of a way to make use of this. In the meantime, here's some clink for your pockets. Based on what Perseus told you, I think we can win over Adelia's Fire Eye if we can find the Bitter Cup. Perseus told us that Adelius worships Clavicus Vile. Perhaps she would betray Sorging Hardheart for the Bitter Cup, an artifact sacred to Clavius Vile. The Bitter Cup was lost in the ruins of Old Redania, which is on an island north of the Yorkshire camp. Oh, I know where that's at. Okay. an island north of the camp. Oh, it's marked on my map. So I could probably go to Dagon Fell or Cole and just like swim / levitate over there.
What day is it?
Go ahead.
I don't know. I do love all the Elder Scrolls games though.
About your business.
It's just this game always has a special place in my heart. I think it always will.
Is there something you need?
Did you get out of my way, lady? Oh, if you're wondering, I have this constant effect feather 50 points on self robe that I found. That for some reason is only worth 225 gold, which is strange. It should be worth more gold than that, but whatever. I guess I want to take the waterways then. I think I'm going to try to go to Dagon Fell, which I used to call Dragon Fell. Oh boy.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Telbernor.
May I help you?
Yeah, take me to Lockmar, Sadith Moria. Oh yeah, take me to Sadith Moria. I used to call it Alzarum. Nice. That's how you could always tell that you played the game for a long time, when you can remember your mispronunciations. Used to call chocobos Kokobos. Okay. Let me see. It feels like Cole is closer than Dagon Fell.
Disgusting. Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Resting here is illegal. I'm not resting, I'm just waiting. I love that it tells you that, but you never get a bounty. Alright. I would say I'd follow the coast all the way there, but the coast is full of rocks and mountains, and it's a pain in the ass itself. It might be easier though, because I forgot all these stupid slaughterfish. Jeez, man, why are there so many slaughterfish? Yeah, I know. I need to switch it up to another game soon. It's just I would really like to do the expansions on Morrowind because it's been so long. And I feel like I've gotten further with this guy than I have in a long time. It's hard to tell though, because my original Xbox went kaput, and I think after that I was playing it on PC, and I didn't do a good job of like manually saving save files. I would always just like start over. But now it's supposed to save in the cloud. I made a save just in case it doesn't. But it should. It's kind of funny too, because everyone online wants there's all these fan-made, like HDified Morrowinds and all that stuff, but there's something about the vanilla version. I don't know. Maybe it's probably because I'm always looking for secrets and like things I haven't found. And so I'd always want to play like the actual version of the game just to know if I find anything crazy. The last Elder Scrolls to have levitation. Yeah, they really need to bring that back. Levitation's like godlike. Levitation's like literally one of the best spells. Yeah, it felt like with each entry in the series, they were like, we're going to take away more and more spells as it goes on. See, that's the weird thing about that. The feather. It's like, sometimes it... Hold on, I have the hiccups. 1 second. Ugh. Sometimes the feather kicks in. And sometimes it doesn't. Oh, damn it. I know, I'm always worried about disposing of bodies, because on the Xbox, if you didn't dispose of enough bodies, because I know they disappear, but it would like fuck the game up. Feather just lets you carry more. You're thinking of slow fall. Oh, maybe I am thinking of slow fall. Well, that's weird though, because I'm pretty sure I had... $391 to 100. Oh, it does. It does. So it, instead of adding to the overall weight, it just subtracts from the weight you're carrying. That's interesting. It's still a really good effect. Maybe I was thinking of that because I've been leveling up my acrobatics slowly. It's only 55, but good for looting. Well, my guy is a dirty thief. What's new though? You can do some DBZ shiz with levitation, jump, and slow fall. You could do that. My favorite thing, and it's really stupid, is because on the Xbox One, you could pretty much you could make your stats like super high. You could do that on the PC too. I guess just cheating. But anyways, I would make my intelligence so high, I'd levitate above the city, and then I would create a fireball spell that encapsulated the entire city, so everyone outside would just die instantly. It was like the coolest thing. Yeah, in my head I imagine that I Final Flashed the city. I guess the only thing that sucks is the guards respawn. But it's better than the people never dying. That shit pisses me off in the newer games. That's actually the worst thing when you find out you can't kill somebody. Pure Morrowind jank awesomeness. I know, right? It is awesome. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just gonna go to land. Once I'm on land, I can just walk there. I've nuked Balmora once or twice. Dude, that's actually funny because it was totally Balmora when I did that. Balmora is like the city that I spend the most time in. I don't know why. It's like, it's probably my favorite city ever in like a fantasy RPG. Vivek would be, but I always get lost in Vivek, as you could see. Old Nick sounds. Wait a second, where is this place? Is there something in the water? Oh. No. I always gotta check. Yeah, I'm just waiting till somebody finds something that no one's ever found. Like some crazy fucking thing. Because you know someone's gonna find something like 20 years from now and everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe that was in this game. I guess it probably won't be like super crazy, but crazy enough. Oh, it's a skeleton. Arrow of Wasting Shard. Guess I could sell those. Alright. Save it. Well, not to burst your bubble, but the game's been bare-necked with the constructions that the game comes with. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, people have gone through code and stuff too, but I don't know. Even so, there's like weird shit that people didn't expect. Like, what if there's secret commands in the construction kit that nobody knew about that show stuff that it didn't show previously? I have to stay, I have to stay dedicated, you know? You never know. Uh... Damn, dude. I didn't realize I was taking that much damage. Hold on. That is crazy. Oh, damn it. If you read the code backwards, it maps the actual location of the Elder Scrolls universe from Earth. You never know, dude. Alright, you fucking skeletons. It's all real. Yeah, what the hell? Last time they did like way more damage to me. Silver Staff of War. I guess I could sell that. Ooh, Vampire Ring. 32,000 cast when used. Absorb fatigue and absorb health. That's a pretty good ring. Be better if it was constant effect or use when attack. Do you wish to drink from the bitter cup or to pick it up? Drinking from the cup will improve your best attribute and lower your worst. If you drink, the cup is lost forever. Well, I need it for the mission, so I guess I can't drink from it. That's all good. I got that vampire ring, so... Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Come on. Stupid scrolls. 12,000 gold. Nordic Trollbone Shield. Let's sell that. And a book that increases my acrobatics. Alright, I'm gonna be lurk, dude. Oh, it's all good. Thanks. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate the lurk. Ooh. skeleton. Come on. Oh, he went in the water. It's funny that the bitter cup was like right at the beginning. And I'm still like, I need to explore the rest of this place. Okay. Ring mail. Oh, gold. Yeah, aside from the bitter cup, I think that, ooh, master lockpick. Chest key. Oh, that's probably the chest underwater. I think that vampire ring is probably the best thing I got. Push to the limit. Swimming to the limit. Oh, can you walk along the edge over here? Nice. Probably some gross ass water. Well, I mean, there's a dead body in there. Man, I should have kept walking. I'm gonna have to look up where I was standing when I recalled last time. Because going through the wall, I should have just kept walking. Probably could have done some cool stuff.
I like what I see.
You have the bitter cup? You need to take it to Ida's Fire Eye. She's in the Fighters Guild in Balmora. Oh, in Balmora? Okay.
I'm listening.
This is just a shop, right? Healer. Oh, does she have health potions? I need some more potions.
Mutsera.
What spells do you know? Yeah. You have jack and shit that I need.
Sweet moon sugar.
I wants moon sugar. Bad kitty.
Submit to the three, the spirits and thy lords.
Submit to me. Murder you and all your ordinator bitches. No, the only I would go through and murder all of them, but they just respawn. It's a nice dream, though. Ooh. It's an expensive cup. All I could think of when I read the word bitter cup though is in Willy Wonka when he's just sipping on that tea and then he just bites into the fucking cup. That's all I think about.
Why walk when you can ride?
Do I need to drop anything at my house? Yeah, let me drop a few things. I need to give the creeper some alcohol too. Okay. So much easier on the computer. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this shield looks awesome. Alright, put that ring. Just to have it equipped. Yeah, I guess I do have a few things I could sell the creeper. What's her name? Oh, I know who that is. Oh, it was a tote. Oh, I probably stacked those retarded. They're empty, so... Let me sell all this other junk. I've been going through and trying to pack everything up in case I get kicked out, so that way I can have certain stuff packed away already. Oh, you know what? I'm only selling her the garbage, that's right. Because the creeper will buy all that other stuff. Okay. Oh,
What can I do for you, friend?
thought it might have been that lady. Nice. It's this lady. So you think you can bribe me to betray Sorge Hardheart? Well, you might be right. If you give me the bitter cup, I'll pledge my support to the Thieves Guild. So be it. I take this bitter cup and pledge my support. Pledge to support you against Hardheart. Never liked the way the Commandant was using an Imperial Guild to destroy another Imperial Guild. Tell the Master Thief to contact me when he's ready.
Now here's one who can hold their own.
Sweet.
How are you?
How may I help you, Dunmer?
You can let me
You
teleport
flatter
to
me with your
Caldera.
attention, Outlander.
Everyone loves my guy now. No one hates my guy.
How delightful. Welcome.
What was that?
You seem like very good company. Strange.
You honor me. Do you wish to?
Oh, friend.
It's actually funny because I actually did some advancement in the Mages Guild because I found that guy in the Dwemer, one of the Dwemer ruins that I had to return something.
Your actions show promise.
So I'll probably do some Mage Guild stuff. Thanks. Okay. Nice. There's some alky for you, buddy. It's creeping. Oh, that's staff. Yeah, I don't need that staff.
I don't care for those elves.
Oh, and then I could just recall. Yeah, let me be upstairs when I recall. Let me see.
I think you'll find my books very.
The only good thing is I have it on stream, so I could check that later and mess with that.
It is a pleasure, Outlander. Do you require my service?
So I just took the Buttercup. Good. She's likely to betray us too, but only if she thinks we think she. Anyways, I found some good lockpicks the other day and thought you might have use for them. Yeah. Kind of. I already have one of those. Based on what Perseus told you, Rundy might join our cause and betray his leaders in the Fighters Guild. If that doesn't work, he could put pressure. We could put pressure on Rundy's woman. Talk to Rundy. If you can convince him to join our cause, we won't have to track down his. You can find Rundy in the stage with Mora Fighters Guild. Oh.
Stay as long as you like.
I don't know why my mouse keeps doing that. I'm gonna have to clean it out.
Please.
I'm gonna raise my hand or raise my middle finger up over the right click, and we'll see if it still does that. If it does, that sucks.
Is there something I can do for you?
It'd be cool. Bag of holding. That would be dope. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going back to Balmora. That was me. I clicked that. Maybe I was just clicking it down. Maybe it's like a weird nervous tick thing. That's weird. It would especially weird that it just popped up all of a sudden. Okay. I was checking my inventory too, but
I don't know where to begin. It is such an honor to meet you.
Greetings and salutations.
Clearly he was wrong. Dirt everywhere.
okay, and the Fighters Guild was right here, right? Fuck. And the Fighters Guild was downstairs, though. This is the Mages Guild. Really? Okay.
Greetings, Dumner. What can I do for you?
Art you a sight? What can I do for you?
Taking care of the Corpus Stalker. I heard you killed the Corpus Stalker until right. Good work. Here's your 500 set. Cool. Alright, Vegeta Fit, you've convinced me. But Sorjan knows who my lover is. If he suspects anything, he'll take her away from me. I'll go along for now. Just be sure to take Sorjan out quickly. Don't give him a chance to regroup for her sake.
Not a lot of pretty ladies around here.
Oh, nice. That was much easier than I thought it would be.
May I help you?
What
It is
did
a
I do
pleasure,
to deserve this honor?
Do you require my services?
Did you talk him into joining? Good. We're making progress. Ooh, I'm the mastermind now. Kamantong's best enforcers are Naval and Rhaenys 10. Naval and Rhaenys 10th can be found in Drin Plantation. The Thieves Guild won't be safe from the Kamantong until their best enforcers are dead. Kill them and report back to me. It's not hard to find, but it doesn't have to be. It's very well guarded. I'll mark the location on your map. Oh, it's right outside of Vivek. Oh, that's funny. I've murdered those people for no reason anyways before. Okay. So I was going around to all the plantations just murdering everybody, trying to free all the slaves.
I'm listening.
Although maybe I did that for this quest. I don't remember. Do I need health potions? No. I should be okay.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Yeah, I need to start going for walks.
May I
I've been
help
trying to do push-ups and sit-ups,
Is
but
there
I
something I
can't
can
do
do
as
for
many
you?
as I used to. And I don't know if, like... It feels like my body's just, like, slowly degrading over time. I guess that happens to all of us. Just like when you're not like super buff anyways, like you're just like, oh man, I'm losing what little buffness I have. I have a lot of upper arm strength. I guess I have a lot of arm strength, shoulder strength, leg strength. We'll see. We'll see if Twitch kicks me out and back in tonight like it has the last couple nights. Yeah, not my internet either. My OBS will still be here. It'll be trying to connect. Should be right across the river here. think I can go up over there. I was gonna cast levitate, but then I was like, what's the point? Ooh, pearl. Give me them pearls, baby. I'll save it here. Yeah, this guy's a poor slave, right?
Be well, traveler.
We must find the key to these bracers before I can be freed. Oh, we'll find them. Avalon Reigns. Right? Varus. Yeah, all these people are pretty fucked up. 142. Ooh. 189. What are my creeps now? Not 189. Just see what's over here. I mean, I'm totally gonna murder this guy. I'm gonna murder all these guys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Damn, how did that guy show up behind me? Wait, where's my other save? Oh, I guess that was my last save. Hey, what's up, boat? How you doing? Just killed some moron tongue slave masters for the Thieves Guild. Yeah, I think I'm gonna kill these guys first just so I can get that armor. They're like freezing me, bro. one guy. That guy has one of those paralyzing daggers. Hold on. There we go. Oh yeah, these guys are pretty tough though. Absorb fatigue, absorb health. Let me see if I can. Oh damn, I guess that ring is really fucking good actually. Okay, so he has orcish stuff, ebony stuff. This guy has katana, Daedric shields, ebony boots. Oh damn it. Whoa. 192. Slave way. 60. Oh, he broke my helmet. Okay. Yeah, it was a mistake to pick up all that orcish stuff. Damn. Well, I guess I could teleport back and forth to sell all this stuff. I'll probably slowly move all that stuff to like a chest or something. The thing is, should I go with the Daedric armor or should I go with the ebony armor? Oh, skooma. Alright. Guess I'm going Daedric. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go sell all this stuff. So much good stuff here. I was kind of hoping they'd have the slave keys too. Oh, that's one of the guys. You've served me well over the years. My brother's been trying to stop our business. We've lost over half our shipments recently. The Duke may be my brother, but if he keeps inferring, I'm afraid he must be killed. I will be next in line and can consolidate my power before the Red Browns even come up with a candidate. I'm telling you this so that you know the risks you may be taking. If you are unwilling, I will accept your word of honor not to speak of our business. If you stay, I will... Nice. Yeah, see, these guys have skulls everywhere. These are not nice people. Not good people. Oh, Moonshire. I'm just slowly moving everything I can. Just so it's not on the floor in case it disappears. That was one of the guys, right? Neville and Ray. Who's the other guy? Rains? I think it was these guys. Shock balls. Okay, and I think all this stuff up here just will stay up here because it was all up here before. I'm sure. Oh, damn. Oh, I guess there's another guy I gotta kill. Hold on. God damn it. There we go. There we go. Guess I can put that in the basket, maybe? Oh, they're up here.
You will die.
Oh, will I? Oh, 1 to 60. 1 to 52, 1 to 36. Damn. That is pretty sweet. I think I like the katana better. Resin, choke weight, and moon sugar. Oh.
I will enjoy this.
Kill them all. Daedric longsword. 32, 44, 40. I guess I could put this upstairs. Actually, I'll just put it in here. I'm gonna carry that other sword up here. I know, I probably shouldn't be worried about all their weapons, but we have some nice weapons.
Let me live.
Yeah. That helmet's sick. Yeah, I was like, how do I get up there? Now I know. Yeah, I'll rock that helmet for a while.
Do you want something?
Oh, it's a crime now?
You grow weak.
Murder all the assassins. Moon sugar. Black mass. Skooma. Yeah, this is basically the equivalent of just like walking into a drug lord's mansion with like a AK-47 and just going to town. Okay. I think I got them all here. Oh. And a level up. Hold on. Nice. Personality, agility, and I guess I'll get willpower to 100. Yeah, I could still only carry 500. Yeah, I might have to go with the ebony stuff just so it doesn't weigh as much. The Daedric stuff is nice, but it's like it's a little too heavy.
Why do you Outlanders think you can bother anyone you please? This is the end of you, switch!
Nice.
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
Okay.
How wonderful.
Rain's
Welcome, Outlander.
Einmouth. Where is this guy?
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Move Sarah? Good hunting.
Suits you. We welcome you freely, Outlander.
Man, I don't know where this guy's at.
I'm waiting.
Go ahead.
Let's get this over with quickly.
Speak, traveler.
I think. Just gonna double check in here. I think I murdered all the main people, I'm pretty sure. Hmm. That's Galos. Oh, Reigns. There's Reigns and Neville. I think this is Neville, right? Oh, I did murder the shit out of him. Okay. Well, there you go. I could still carry 60 more pounds. Cool.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
So Neville and Rhaenys are dead. Good work. Their deaths, along with the improved defenses of our guild halls, will keep the common tongue off our back, but the Fighters Guild is still a problem. Oh, and I found a ring unit. You made progress getting the common tongue off our backs. Now we can't rest until Schworn Hardheart is dead. He's the head of the Fighters Guild in Vardenfall. We've tried bribes, blackmail, and even diplomacy. Schworn has a personal stake in this. I don't know what, but even without the common tongue's backing, he's already planning an attack on all our guild halls. Go to the Fighters Guild here in Vivek, kill Schworn Hardheart, and report back to me.
What did I do to deserve this honor?
Do you require my services?
Yeah. I could do that,
I'm listening.
or I could go to the Creeper to sell all this shit. Plus the Fighters Guild is near the Mages Guild, so... So basically I'll sell everything and then I'll just
3 blessings, sir.
teleport back over to the building I need to be in. And then get kicked out of the Fighters Guild for killing somebody. Although I could provoke him into attacking me, which would therefore nullify the crime. Hold on. That'll be a hat to remind me of how I murdered everybody. And then, was there anything else I needed to drop off here? Guess I could drop off some gems and stuff. Six to 15% for 5 seconds. Garbage. Oh, damn it. Those robes would have helped me. I didn't even think about that. Sell, repair. Yep, and then sell stuff to the creeper. Hold on. Teaser. Yeah, the ebony will be... Hold on. A second. I'm gonna go get that ebony stuff because, well, I don't know. I just want to. Let me sell some of this stuff to the creeper though. Repair my stuff, sell some stuff to the creeper, go back, pick up some ebony stuff.
Should you need something,
Greetings,
I will be
friend.
happy to
I'm up for
oblige.
conversation if you care to talk.
Only because the Daedric stuff is, it just weighs so much. And my strength can't go past 100, so...
Welcome, friend. You're nearly a legend around here. Please.
I mean, I'll definitely
This is a
keep it
wondrous
once I get an
encounter.
item that can
Welcome.
fortify my
If you wish to
strength
talk,
permanently.
really
I know, I could just make
I'd
one.
be happy to talk. My pleasure, really.
You honor me. You're in good company.
Oh, friends.
And what is your business here?
Great.
Your actions show promise.
My
What do you want?
business is creeping. Okay. Sell these rings I don't need. Skooma. Alright, and then it's pretty good. I almost have 150,000.
Your actions show promise.
Do you want something?
What is it, traveler? What do you seek?
Blades are nice, but the brown ones seem to last longer.
You're in good company.
You
friend.
honor me.
Welcome.
Do you wish to do business?
Welcome, friend. The day is yours. What shall we talk?
I
You're in
know.
good company, friend. Welcome.
I should have marked that spot. It's good to have the
You flatter me.
Thieves Guild guy marked though, because I would be constantly going back there. This won't take that long. I guess I could drop my other sword off. This still charges faster because I can just walk straight there. I guess I could just levitate. Oh, it's pretty close. I don't think I have to levitate. Oh yeah, I just feel like the ebony armor will be better for because it's still pretty good armor rating, but it doesn't weigh as much, so that way I could still carry more stuff. I was trying to think if those guys had anything. Like I just had a sword that I took. It's nothing. Store speed. Oh. I was just checking if they lowered anything. I guess they didn't. Okay. I put stuff in the chest. So the Daedric shield is down here, which I don't need at the moment. That must mean the greaves and the boots are upstairs. There's my old Greaves. Another extra katana. So ability, health, restore. There we go. There's the ebony boots. Could have swore there's ebony greaves too. I guess it was just the armor then. That's only 7. It does look a little cooler. I can't wear an ordinator helmet. Okay. So I just have that Daedric shield and then I think that's it. I like how that guy in the Fighters Guild was just like, hey, you know what? Fuck that guy. That guy's an asshole. The other lady's like, yeah, he's not working for the Empire. Actually, just pretty funny. This is the guardhouse. Don't think there was anything else in the guardhouse. Oh, there was that sword. Hold on. That Daedric claymore thing is pretty sick. Where did I put that baby? And this one weighs 60. That'll bring me to 41. So I'll leave the katana because I already have that. I mean, I could always come back. Visibility cast on you. Hey, what's up, Trouble? No. I just murdered everybody here because they're part of the Morong Tong. And, we're just murdering all the assassins that were working for the Fighters Guild, and then I have to go kill the guy in the Fighters Guild. Nothing personal, of course. How's your night going? Alright, and then let me check. I'm going to check this one other area. But basically what I was doing is I was going back and just picking every... because these people all had such heavy shit, I was just going back picking up all the heavy shit to bring back. Commenting on the lack of cam. Hold on. Was the cam not on? Weird. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. You're the first person to tell me something. Actually funny. No, I unplugged it earlier to plug my phone in. So no, I guess it hasn't been on all stream. No one said anything. That's interesting. No one was like, oh, I thought I was on cam the whole time. That's actually kind of funny. It's not a big deal. I was just playing the missions anyways. Yeah, sorry about that. That was not on purpose. Okay, so now I could just teleport back to the temple. Although... I could teleport back over near Balmora. And just walk back. Hold on. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, maybe I'll just walk back for now. Because I'm gonna have to go back to drop all this shit off now. Yeah, thanks, Trouble. Much appreciated. I guess no one else. I don't know. Maybe they just figured I was having a bad night. I didn't want to join Cam. I was talking to Polar earlier. I talked to Boat for a while. That's interesting. Again, it doesn't really matter. It's not a huge deal. I mean, I used to stream without the cam all the time anyways, but it's probably better, especially if I have the space for the cam on the screen. It's probably way better having it on. Oh no. I'm just trying to get back to the Silt Strider. All I'm trying to do. I need to go drop off all this heavy shit. My warrior prizes for murdering all those people. It's okay, I think the Silt Strider's like right here. Yeah, it is. Okay. I used to have a permanent levitate to use the boots of blinding speed. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. I've done that before. There's a way... Aren't those the boots where you can't see where the screen goes black? But there's a way to, like, dispel them to where you can see? I don't remember what it was 100%. Yeah, let me drop these off, and then I'm going to teleport back. Yeah, I just remember you find somebody out in the middle of nowhere, and I can't remember where it's at. I want to say it's, like, in this area somewhere. You find somebody... No. It's north. It's more north somewhere. May even be up here. Like somewhere to the north, I think. Yeah, we'll set this over here. We'll set this next to it. Yeah, I'll have to go through and probably gonna end up selling most of that stuff. I don't know, I kind of like the way that one looks. I know it's a guard's helmet. I found using a Breton with 50% magic resistant makes it 50% blind, so you can still see. Interesting. I'm going back to my OG helmet. I'm gonna stick with that until I can get the one of the expansion helmets. Alright, that should be fine. Onward. Onward, onward. Oh, you know what? I need my greaves back because I thought I had other greaves, but I guess not. Well, how much? Hold on. Now I'm curious. $352. So that only leaves me 150 weight altogether. Whereas if I use the ebony boots, it leaves me 170. So that's 20 more pounds. Yeah, I'm going ebony. There's another way to despell it, but I don't remember what it is. It's something like equipping something and unequipping something else will allow it to where you can just have the boots on. But I don't remember what it is.
Welcome, friend. You're nearly a legend around here.
I'm a legend.
If there's anything I can do,
You're in good company, friend. Welcome.
Help me murder the people in the Fighters Guild.
A pleasure to meet you.
I think this is one of the last Thieves Guild missions. It's also weird that the head of the Thieves Guild is having me murder people.
Oh, wonderful.
What should we talk about?
That's the way she goes. Okay. Orange hard heart.
Can I do anything to help?
I'll probably kill him and run so that way I don't.
Do anything to help?
That way I don't have to
May each day greet you warmly, friend.
fight all these other guys. Hold on. Wasn't in there.
Hail! May your adventures be great.
Oh.
If you need a good laugh or a tall tale, you've come to the right place.
Could goad him into attacking you. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Or if my sneak is high enough, hold on. I might be able to sneak attack him. Yeah, I should probably just goad him. Oh, would I lose? Would I? This might take a while. This always takes a while. Even with leveling up my my speechcraft, still takes like way longer than it should. It's a lot easier on the controller too, because you could just A B A B A B A B. I don't care. Just in case everyone tries to kill me.
This is too easy.
Damn. I was just gonna leave, but my crime has been reported. What? They didn't give a shit about me killing all those people, but they care about me lockpicking? Well, that went well. I probably was gonna do the fighter skill stuff anyways. Fighter's Guild is like the most boring guild in this game, so. Actually, it's the most boring guild in this game and Oblivion. I don't even remember if I did the Fighter's Guild stuff in Skyrim. I think I did. I probably did. I mean, I put over 300 hours into Skyrim, so. And that was just on the one save that I tracked. Alright, just double check.
Do you need some?
It is a pleasure, Outlander. Do you require...
We made progress getting the command tug off our backs, but we can't rest. He is dead. Whatever his personal vendetta, he won't trouble our guild again. The remaining leaders of the Fighters Guild are more sympathetic to us. Since you've saved the Thieves Guild here in Vardenfall, I think you deserve this. It's the skeleton key, the most perfect tool ever created for unlocking. I found it when I lived in Hammerfall. Use it wisely. Now I have a new job for you to do. If I remember correctly, there wasn't an official Fighters Guild. Oh, in Skyrim? Yeah, I don't remember. I know that there was like a house, there was like a place of like strong, like they're like, "Oh, you're strong, we'll send you out." I don't remember the name of it. Actually, this is the final job I'll give you. Take care of the guild. You've done great things. With you here, I think it's safe for me to take a little vacation. Maybe go back to Hammerfell, see your family until I get back. I'm leaving the guild in your capable hands. You're the master thief.
Stay as long as you like. It would be a privilege to talk with you.
Oh, nice. Now, do these guys care if I unlock these chests? Probably, right? Yeah, your crime has been reported. What the fuck? Hold on, I just want to see what's in there. Useless gold. Okay. I don't know why the Thieves Guild guys are just maybe the leader of the Thieves Guild.
Stay as long as you like. It would be a privilege to talk with you.
Oh my god.
Stay as long as you like.
Hold on.
It would be a privilege to talk with you.
I can tell.
Yeah, they were more like mercenaries. Yeah, I think that was in the first big town, the one you go to where you have to talk to the Jarl or whatever. It was like near the Jarl's, like right below the stairs to the left, there was like a little house of peeps. Oh, now he's gone forever.
It is a pleasure, Outlander. Do you require my services?
Cool. 300 and Mournhold. No, it was the main town. I can't remember the name of it. But the main, so when you first like get in the game and you meet the guy and his sister or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, we gotta let him know there's dragons," or whatever. And you go and you have to go to the town and you have to talk to the Jarl, and he's like, "Oh, the dragons. You're the Dragonborn." Fuck, that's bullshit, man. Shouldn't this should be my fucking little place then.
It is a pleasure, Outlander. Do you require my services?
Well, I guess I beat the Thieves Guild missions, so that's interesting. Where's the... He said he gave me a master skeleton key.
There is someone watching me. I can tell.
Whiterun, yes. Yes, Whiterun.
Do you?
Yeah, there was like a little. It's like up the. It was like up on the hill near the castle. I guess it's not. It's not really a castle, but like the Jarl's mansion or whatever. I guess it's kind of like a castle. It's like a cliffside castle. It doesn't really have towers. But yeah, just to the left there. Had to grab one of my maps. Yeah, it's one of those things. I think if I had been playing it more recently, I'd have the names. Well, I think that's going to be it for tonight, guys. We went ahead and did all the Mage Guild or the Thief Guild stuff, so that's good. And then I think next time when I get on, yeah, I will have to see what the next step is. I want to do the expansion stuff, but I might give it one more level. Maybe try that at level 40. Hey, not a problem, Polar. Thanks for hanging out. And you too, Tribble. Well, you guys have been awesome. Love you guys. And you guys have a great rest of your evening. And I will see you guys soon.